We're back now with the GMA Health Alert. It is Melanoma Monday, a day to bring awareness to the deadliest form of skin cancer. Board-certified dermatologist and our good friend Dr. Whitney Bowe joins us with an important reminder, because the summer months, they're upon us right now.
Absolutely.
Dr. Bowe, we appreciate you.
Yeah, no, melanoma, guys, it's the most deadly form of skin cancer, but it's highly treatable if caught early. It's really about looking out for the ABCDEs and the Dr. Bowe F.
Okay.
We'll get there.
All right.
So A stands for asymmetry, meaning that the two sides of the mold don't match. B is border. If the border is irregular, jagged, that's a red flag. Now C is color. If you see multiple colors in the same mold, tan, brown, black, red, that's cause for concern. Now D is diameter. So we used to say look for spots that are larger than the size of a pencil eraser, but nowadays we like to catch them when they're even smaller than that. So I like to emphasize E, which stands for evolution or change, meaning anything that's changing, itching, bleeding, that catches your eye deserves an appointment with a dermatologist. And Robin, I'm telling my patients, it's also about the Dr. Bowe F to remind them about frequency, because you want to be doing your own skin check, looking for those ABCDEs once every single month.
I was wondering what that F was going to be. You had me scared there for a minute. What's the doctor? I know. Okay. Well, people who say, but I don't really get sunburn. The two don't go hand in hand.
Okay, so actually, this is something I can't emphasize enough.
Okay.
Skin cancer can affect anyone, no matter what color their skin. In fact, when skin cancer is diagnosed in people with darker, deeper skin tones, it tends to be diagnosed at a later stage when it's actually more challenging to treat. So, first of all, early detection, so important no matter what color your skin, but so is prevention, right? Sunscreen, wearing it the right way.
Yeah, and that's really the thing here about sunscreen. Can you just
take a look at this image, okay? I've got an image to show you guys, okay? So on one half of my face, I used a sunscreen spray, a popular spray, the way most people use it. You spray it on, and then you don't rub it in, right? But on the other half of my face, that's what protected skin looks like under UV photography. And you can clearly see that nice, even layer of sunscreen protecting my skin. So these are my tips when it comes to applying sunscreen. First, you want to look, guys, for an SPF 30 or above. In the words broad spectrum, you want to start with a cream or a lotion, not a spray. So the sprays are convenient when it comes to reapplication, right? But I wouldn't use them as the first layer of the day.
No.
How much to use? 2 finger lengths worth to cover the face and neck, a shot glass full to cover the body. You want to reapply throughout the day. And guys, if you are going to use that spray to reapply, I recommend using more than double what you think you need.
Really?
Because a lot of it doesn't land on the skin, especially on a windy day.
True.
And then take your hands and rub it in.
But to say, how do you really apply it?
You got to spray, more than double, and hold your breath. And then you got to take your hand, and you actually have to, which nobody does.
No.
It like defeats the purpose of the spray, because people use the sprays because they don't want to get their hands sticky.
Right, but you got to get in there.
You got to get in there.
All right, now, I know you hear folks say, but I want some vitamin D. I get my vitamin D from the sun.
Absolutely. So this is something that is really interesting in that all the most up-to-date studies do come to the same conclusion that typical sunscreen use, the way most people use it every single day, does not lead to vitamin D deficiency. So definitely get your blood levels checked. You might want to take a vitamin D supplement. Talk to your doctor about that. You can get some of your vitamin D from the sun, but do it in a safe way and don't worry about wearing your sunscreen.
So give us a bottom line here. It is Melanoma Monday. We want to make people very aware. This is the #1 cancer in America.
Look at your skin. Early detection is key. If you spot anything, go to the derm, but also prevention. Just be smart when you're in the sun.
Okay. Well, you make us smarter. Thank you, Whitney. I really appreciate you very much.